York, one of the biggest, most vibrant cities in the world, where you can find any culture, ethnicity, and cuisine imaginable. Here is a global melting pot in the palm of your hands where a different surprise lies on every corner. You can use the subway or MTA to easily explore and get to know New York. I am Gulay Çelebi and I'm a New Yorker. I'm going to show you guys the different faces of New York. Let's begin. East Village was once generally considered to be part of the Lower East Side, but began to develop its own identity and culture in the late 1960s and has become a center of the counterculture in New York. It is a prime shopping and dining section of Manhattan. So I'm here in front of Viniero's, one of the best dessert places in New York City. I'm on the corner of 11th Street and 1st Avenue, and this is one of my favorite places. It really reminds me of my childhood memories of Sundays going out with my dad to buy cheesecake. So why don't we go check it out? Follow me.
We have the Italian cheesecake that we make. Then on the holidays, we do grain pies. Also, we have cannolis, which is Italian. It's friadellas. Those are really...
and our pignoli cookies are very, very popular. It's made with a pignoli nut and marzipan, and that's unbelievably delicious. That's wonderful. And then our strawberry shortcake is very popular.
Yes, that's one of the biggest sellers we have is a strawberry shortcake, besides the cheesecake. So we do a lot of different variety of Italian that we tried to give our customers a tradition, what they had, their grandparents had when they came here. So we try to keep that up. And like we said, 120 years, and you'll still find some of the stuff that we did 120 years ago. And plus we add new things.
Big Gay Ice Cream specializes in serving soft-serve ice cream cones, cups, and novelties with a menu of unique and unusual flavors and toppings.
What's that?
It's really good in the B. Arthur. The B. Arthur is usually vanilla ice cream with dulce de leche rolled in vanilla wafers with a little bit of, injected with the dulce. So.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Spicy hamburger. So good. So hot. Walking by on First Avenue, and I came across this place with no name, but the smell of garlic and cheese was so strong, so I had to go in and check it out, and voila, look at this. Homemade pizza with fresh garlic that he's chopped and peppers, and it is just, it's homemade New York City pizza that is delicious. So check it out when you're here. standing in front of Pomme Frites Belgian fries that is super famous in downtown New York. I remember coming here during my NYU days and also late night when you really, really want something that satisfies you. I'm here on 7th Street and Avenue A, right next to Tompkins Park, and I'm standing right near the Green Market Farmers Market, and it's here every weekend, and it's a smaller version of the Union Square Farmers Market. So here you might find a little bit different things than the more popular ones. So they're selling fruit, vegetables, also in the park they have concerts, festivals, so let's go check it out. And where do you pick your apples? This is delicious.
Well, this is the all information. That's the name of the orchard. That's the place, Chippewa, Pennsylvania.
Do you sell anything else other than apples?
We sell apples. Everything is seasonal, so we keep changing through the summer. So we end our market with apples and pears. But we start with tomatoes and cucumbers. And then we switch to peaches, white peach, yellow peach, and nectarines.
And I saw some apple cider over there. Is that also food?
It's obviously apple,
Yeah,
right?
obviously.
Apple product. It's obviously a fresh apple product.
The Museum of the American Gangster is a small two-room museum that opened in 2010. It collects memorabilia of organized crime in America. Its exhibition of the American Gangster was founded to preserve newspapers, photographs, and other original documents from the Prohibition era.
And at the time that they begin to work together, Sicilians were literally not allowed by the other Italians to live downtown here. You had a few cases like, for example, Lucky Luciano, who did live down here. But Luciano was also working in close concert with the Jewish gangs of the neighborhood. It is only when the Calabrians and the Napolese move up and move out of crime that basically the Sicilians in large numbers are left with what remains and create the myth of the Sicilian mafia in America. Thick bullet. This fired 12-gauge shotgun shells. Those are the shells from the Manville gun. A single shot from this could cut you in half. Now the difference between the Thompson submachine gun and the Manville gun is very much a difference in response to the cultural sense that we needed more firepower on the streets. You'll notice this doesn't have a stock. There's not a wooden piece to hold it against your shoulder, and it has a very short barrel. It also doesn't have a selector switch. So every time you touch the trigger, it's going to go off at least 3 times. Now the first shot will go generally where you're aiming it, but of course it's going to jump up from the recoil, go off again, go off again. It's more likely that you're going to blow your own head off than hit anything with this. So they only made these for about a year, but it really shows you a country out of control. Is a young Jewish genius by the name of Arnie Rothstein, the fellow who in 1919 throws the World Series. He buys the support of baseball players in the White Sox and changes the outcome of the World Series and makes millions of dollars doing so. But never proven, but it ain't too far from the truth.